Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And today's topic I came up with a another use case where we will try to understand three DAX functions. One is ISFILTERED, ISCROSSFILTERED and ISINSCOPE. Okay, where to use what and what sort of difference between these three. Okay, so for this setup I have taken a very simple data. Okay, very simple, one table only, which is my class table. Okay, where I have captured different grade. Okay, so grade of the students, the student names and how much marks they secured. Okay, so the grade 1 have 2 students, grade 2 have 2, grade 3 have 3. Okay, so what I did a total marks, which is nothing but my sum of the class marks. So just summing up, and that's what I'm displaying here. And what is each filter student, and what is each cross filter student, and what is ISINSCOPE student. These are three measures. I'm just showing up immediately to you. So if I say each filter student, it is nothing but each filter of the student column. Okay, whether it is true or it is false. Okay, same. I'm using another function which is called each cross filtered. Okay, instead of the each filter, I'm using each cross filter, and I'm saying each filter. Then I'm saying ISINSCOPE. Same thing for the class student. I'm saying ISINSCOPE. So these three measures are using three different functions. One is using each filter, one is using each cross filter, and one is using ISINSCOPE. Make sense? So now on the first glance, each filter and ISINSCOPE both are same. If you see the output false, true, 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 true. So it means that first level is grade, second level is the student. So the grade level both are false, and at student level both are true. Okay. But in case of the cross filter is slightly different. If you see, all are true except the total level. Okay, total level except it's expected. Okay, but what about the cross filter? So I am saying in the each cross filter, I am saying each filter of the student. So student level is true. But how come it is true at the grade level? So that's what each cross filter is something like, if there is a hierarchy, the higher level also it is true for that. Okay, so that's why each cross filter is true for at a grade level also. Make sense? There is no changes on this. So wherever you want to have a hierarchy, in the top level also you want, whenever I am selecting the detail level, if you want the upper level should also true, you can use the each cross filter. Make sense? So that's the difference between the each cross filter. So now I am removing the each cross filter because it is very simple definition. Okay, so now I am saying the difference between a each filter and a ISINSCOPE, both are same unless until you are providing any kind of filter from outside. Now I am giving a slicer here, which is nothing but the grade and student. Okay, so all the grade and all the student I am giving a hierarchy filter here. Now you will see the difference here. Suppose I am selecting any student here, specific student. Now if you see here, both are changed now. Okay, so each filter is behaving differently, whereas ISINSCOPE is behaving differently, right? So this is wrong or that is right? Depends. I will say depends. Okay, there is no right, there is no wrong here. So here, what I will say as per my opinion. So I am selecting a student here. Okay, so I am saying at student level both are true. Absolutely correct. So I am not selecting any on the grade level. So ISINSCOPE is giving me at grade level false. Absolutely right. Whereas the each filter is giving me grade level as true. Why that is also correct? Because when I am selecting a student, he should be part of a grade, right? Student should be part of a grade. Like it should belongs to a class, right? Grade 1, grade 2 or grade 3, which class he belongs to, right? So on that stand, this is also right for me. Okay, so depends upon your hierarchy system, right? How you want to display the data. Based on that, we can change, we can use the each filter and ISINSCOPE. Okay, unless until there is no filter, both are same. Okay, the same level of filter applied from the outside, then there is a change of behavior between ISINSCOPE and each filter, and just choose wisely which one you want to use on which scenario. Make sense? Now next example which I am planning to do, it is like a ratio. Okay, What is ratio? I will just show you first of all. Okay. So for that, what I did is that I created a two measures here. So I given the total marks for the grade. At grade level, I want the mark. So I did the calculate the total marks for all the selected grade. Okay. Same I did total mark for the student. I did all the total marks for all selected class of student. Okay. And finally, I have created two ratio filter here. Ratio is filter and ratio is in scope. If you see ratio is filter, so I am saying that if my filter at student level, then divide total marks by total marks of student and give me the ratio. If my filter is at grade level, please divide the total mark by the total mark grade. Okay, and same formula, just change each filter to the ISINSCOPE. That's it. There is no changes. ISINSCOPE and ISINSCOPE. Okay, simple. Now let's try to change the behavior. Now if you see here, I am giving those two formula. Yeah. So here 21.4, 43.04, all these things are coming. Okay, both are same. Both the outputs are same. Now give a filter from outside. Now let's put the Rahul as a student. Now you see the behavior. Okay, let's select one more also. Okay, let's select one more. Now see the behavior here. Okay, so if you see here, ratio filter, when I am selecting at student level, everything is 100%, which is wrong, right? Whereas in this case, the ratio in scope is segregating properly. So at my grade level it is 41.7, at student level it is 100%, at grade 3 level it is 58.2 point, it is 100%. So when I am using the ISINSCOPE, right, and even we can do one more hierarchy filter also here. Let's put the grade also here in this case. You can test. Okay, let's test that also. Sorry. Okay, now let's try to understand this. So grade number 2, I am selecting Sushant, and grade number 6, let's take Priyanka and Rahul. Right? If you see, this is not exactly the thing, right? It's not proper. Like our ratio is filter is not working properly, right? It's not always giving me the proper result for me. Okay, that's what the case. Like if I say now, it is not that much of proper things. It's not great. I can't assure that. Let me remove the grade here again and try at the student level, right? So I can't assure that my each filter will work always the same how it looks like. Okay, so the conclusion would be, when I am planning to check whether any certain of filter context, whether it's a true or false, I can go with each filter in ISINSCOPE. Depends upon my things. Whether I am selecting this, how I want to display, whether I am selecting the lower granular and I want the upper granular also should be true, then I will go for each filter, otherwise ISINSCOPE. But when I am checking something like this, when I am checking ISINSCOPE of a filter context, then based on that I am doing some calculation, divide, sum, or anything sort of things, right? Don't use the each filter, use the ISINSCOPE. Okay, so this is a perfect real-time examples of where to use what. Okay, so hope you like this video. Please do subscribe to this channel for more interesting content like this, and thanks for watching, and please do subscribe to this channel more, and make the most out of that. Yeah, thank you and have a nice day, guys.